Good morning. My name is Edward Chu, and I welcome you to the second video in the video series that I've created to share my journey on building my coaching business. There's a couple of transparent things that I would like to share. Number one, yesterday I said I plan to be spontaneous in these videos, and that is true. But what I really mean is I'm going to go unscripted. I'm not going to go unscripted. I'm going to have key bullet points that I'm going to focus on and be spontaneous about sharing those things. It also doesn't mean that I'm going to give you my first take because this is my third take and I keep fumbling. So this morning, I woke up a mess. I was having something that is referred to as a vulnerability hangover. When you take on something new or you put yourself out there publicly, if you do anything that hooks your self-conscious button, you can feel great about it in the moment. Yesterday, I was very proud of myself for having the courage to put that video out there, to put myself out there and to share and to commit to sharing this journey. And I felt powerful and courageous. And this morning, I woke up with this pit of dread. What the F did you do? I wanted to run downstairs, open up my computer, and delete that video. That's it's visceral. And those of you who have experienced it know what I'm talking about. I didn't do that. Instead, I went about and continued my routine, and part of that routine is walking my dog. And I want to talk about something that is referred to me as state management. I woke up in a horrible state, a fear state, a state that was all about negativity. I discovered that when I move my body, activate my body for probably at least 15 minutes at a good moderate energy level, my mind will clear and I can start thinking in positive ways again. And as I was on my walk, I had the ideas for this topic, the first of which is to share about my vulnerability. The other thing that I'm wrestling with that every single one of you will wrestle with are the stories you're going to tell yourself about what it is you're chasing. And those stories are often going to be based on a spark of truth, which is going to make them even more believable. And the story that I'm wrestling with today is when I joined my father's business, I stopped building a network. And any business that you're going to create requires a network so that you can get referrals. And that would be supremely helpful, but it doesn't mean that I need that. What I know is that the coaching business is built on providing value. You provide value to a client, they will then refer you because of the value that they've received. So that's my truth. And I'm better able to aware of my state and catch myself. Another thing I want to share is what actions am I taking today that I believe are going to help me in building my coaching business. Right now, I don't have any clients. So the old story I had was, well, why do anything? Because the only way I build a business, coaching business, is to practice coaching by doing it. Well, bull crap. That's what I called on myself. So today I'm going to commit to working on my book. I have a book in me. That's scary to admit. Journaling. I have found that journaling is a absolute 100% necessary thing in my life. It helps to clean up my state. It helps me to clarify what's real and true. And I will talk more about journaling as I roll into the future. I am going to create a list of people that I want to connect with, not to create clients, but to engage with curiosity and take any opportunity I have to serve and support them in any challenges they might be having. Would it be awesome if I got a client? Yes, but that is not the energy I want to bring in. I just want to connect, practice engaging the skill set that will help me to serve others. Um, I have a call to action for each of you. If you're watching this video, my hope is that you are on your own journey of self-development, improvement, and if not, this is going to spark a desire to explore it. Because what I know is this: your life will not change until you change. And if you want your life to change for the better, you have to be deliberate about it. And what I also know is that you do not stay the same. There is no staying the same. I hate that I repeated that. You're either growing or you're regressing. If you want to say it more harshly, you're either growing or you're dying. So my call to action for each of you is to start to take actions each day that will improve you. A few examples: journal for 10 minutes. You may find it rigorous. You may not have any idea what to write. For me, when I first started journaling, I would literally write, I don't know what to write. I don't have anything on my mind. Keep going. This will be a significant value in your future. I guarantee it if you commit to it. Two, commit to gratitude practice. That was one of the things that I took on when I shared about my old toxic version of myself. I had no gratitude. Narcissists don't have gratitude. Victims don't have gratitude. And something in me said, I have to find gratitude. I have to nurture it. I have to create it. And when I first started my gratitude practice, it was simply every single morning identify three things I am grateful for. And I had those three things, and they mostly stayed the same. And I would say them and I wouldn't feel them every morning, but I was committed. And over time, I started to feel the gratitude and I started to grow. And when you start to experience on gratitude, you you are reprogramming your brain, your reticular activating system, to start to look for things to be grateful for. Whereas in the past, I used to look for things to be angry with, to be annoyed with, that upset me. Now my brain is rewired to significantly more often look for the things to be grateful for, which then creates more gratitude in my life. And let me tell you, gratitude is one of the most beautiful feelings. It is a heart opening, warm, wonderful experience. Start a meditation practice. Why do I believe so strongly in a meditation practice? I believe it hones your focus. For me, that is one of the biggest values that I've gotten. Focus is something that is lost or being lost in our society with all the stimulation around us. Our ability to place our attention where we want it and keep it there is invaluable. And that is what is required through just about any successful meditation. Uh, I don't think I'll be doing this last piece in all my videos, but I just listened to a book that I cannot recommend more strongly. The Next Conversation by Jefferson Fisher. This man has spent his life learning how to communicate in a way to connect with others. If you want to improve your relationships, improve your leadership, improve the way that you engage with anybody in any conversation, I 100% guarantee if you read this book and put it into practice, you will start to improve just about every area of your life because you will learn how to communicate with those in your life that matter far more effectively. I am so excited about putting this into practice because I've studied communication and how to engage with in my opinion, one of the most gifted people that I've ever known in that arena. And I thought I had learned a lot, and I had. But Jefferson Fisher kicked it up a notch for me, several notches. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I am excited that I had the courage to start and do this today. And I don't know how to say goodbye. So goodbye, and I will see you in my next video.